It does go up.
Okay.
Gotta kind of stand up so to make
Okay,
it
well,
go
that
up.
happens.
There you go.
There we go.
Oh, there you go.
These chairs today. Sorry about that. I looked at the agenda first thing this morning. I just didn't look at the time.
Yeah, and Alex is on his way, but we have a quorum now, so we'll go ahead and get
Okay,
started
good.
when he shows up.
Just leave that out of the minutes. Meeting started at 10:14.
So are we live? Okay, so call this meeting to order, November 18th. Roll call. That might be him. I was gonna say. All right,
Perfect. We just started.
just doing roll calls, so we are just missing Barbara. All right, as this is again a special meeting, can't change the agenda, but I will entertain a motion to approve the agenda as written.
I move to approve.
I second that.
All in favor?
Aye.
None opposed. Agenda is approved. And then we have entertain a motion to approve the meeting minutes for October 21st. We need a minute to review those. Go ahead and take that time, or if you've already read them, whenever you're ready.
Do you have an extra pen?
Yes.
Yep, Tania. Ready? I move to accept the minutes as, okay, you're not ready?
Oh no, I was gonna second.
Okay, so I move to accept the minutes from the last meeting as written.
I second that.
All right, all in favor?
Aye.
None opposed? Minutes are passed. Alright, so action items, and again, these will just probably stay on the agendas as we work through them into next year. But Millwood Trail signage content review. So we have the 3 signs, the blanks that will be the priority to create content and signage next year when the budget is approved for us to produce those. I don't know if anyone's had a chance to start reading through those signs yet and making any edits, or Colleen, if you've had an opportunity to look at design.
I have not had a chance to look at design yet.
And I'll be honest, I've just started looking over them, and I had my pen ready and I started making corrections and start things, and then I'm looking at I know that we're talking about design, and maybe the design will help kind of determine how much space we have to work with content. So I didn't want to go too crazy.
I think that's a wise call because as I was kind of going over the brochure, I had I had just little questions about things here and there that we can talk about in that time. But I think it's good to set the content before the design. But also showing what I would like to I do think there are certain design elements that I think could be present, like a timeline, and maps.
Okay.
I wish we could have a location for the former site of Subway, because that's just such a cool thing, and you could just see it was there. There was people lived there, children were born there, and I wish we could identify like today where it is.
Well, there's
Ridge.
the blank sign is kind of in that area, right at the end of the trail,
where people would go.
where people would stop and read the sign, but then,
Yeah, I think this is kind of off the trail, so we're just like, you know,
well,
little brown signs.
that's true. And so there's Subway and then there's Grandview Acres. So people might be on the sign, like Colleen is saying, be directed to look
Right.
towards where,
What's over there?
yeah,
Yeah.
or near here, or within 500 yards or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
More direction of what these pictures are.
Well, it's exciting to get them going.
And I'm also trusting that, you know, Bobby and Vicky, being the good scholars that they are, have really good attributions to where they got the information. So that's another reason why I didn't want to start
Mm-hmm.
changing it, because I know signage should be probably written at a 6th grade reading level if, you know, you want to get people to read it. And some of this might be above that, but I didn't want to get in and start changing it and then that changes, or it's, you know, if it was a direct quote or something.
Mm-hmm. No, good point.
So any suggestions or recommendations, just
For the signs,
to keep
I think keep
working
yeah.
on it and
the design.
Yeah.
Attributions, and which we have some. We have some on there.
yeah,
I could have maybe a generic, it's all from one place. Maybe, you know, to take up less space. So yeah, we need to pursue that.
and I know all of the images are like a digital format in a PDF.
Mm-hmm.
And I know we've talked about this before. Is that good enough quality?
Do we have we don't have the original files?
Bobby might.
Yeah, I think Vicky gave me everything that she had and it was just a PDF.
Okay.
So if anybody would have originals, it would be Bobby.
Mm-hmm.
I think originals would probably be ideal. I don't imagine
Well, some of them are cited, like the Spokane Library. So those I think are already established. So the SpokaneLibrary.org items show 6. So maybe just maybe someone should question.
if we're going to get to the point of reprinting them, I think it's just important that the images are high enough resolution that they work to be printed. Like there's some things we can do to make them a little bit larger, but
Do you know that Subway picture is taken from a newspaper?
It looks like
and
a
I know that they
newspaper.
talked that is the best they could do for
I
that.
think
Yeah.
that was
Yeah.
Well, the ones that are from the library, I mean, with the resolution, we don't really control. That's going to be we can make our best guess at it, but that's determined by the sign maker, if I understand right.
So they set the resolution for printing, but
Yeah.
if their resolution is higher than our resolution of photo that we provide, it would be a lower quality print.
Right.
But if we provide a higher quality image than their DPI that they print at, then that's ideal.
So we just can provide the highest resolution we can get.
Yeah, and some of these, I mean, and I was encountering the same issue when I was going through doing the brochure, and that do we have the publication files for these? Do we know, or it's just the PDF?
It would be with History Enthusiasts. We'll have to track that down. I don't have time to do it, but I could maybe ask Vicky if she could, or Bobby, if they know. The issue has come up, and do we know where the originals are? It would just be an email. Does that make sense?
Would somebody be willing to email asking for those files?
Maybe it is coming to me.
I can do that. And so the brochure, Kenzie, you didn't find any like original
No.
photos or anything from,
I mean, there's photos on here, but I don't know.
and we don't have to use the same photos if there's something else that,
In the brochure.
yeah.
We could basically walk over there to the Clearwater house and take
Take
pictures when we
pictures or
needed to,
something.
or the other house. Cause these are all local, so if these aren't good enough, we could do that.
And there might be an archive of historic photos that
Yeah.
Millwood just has.
Yeah. Yeah, I can send those over, the ones that are in this folder, and kind of see if those work better.
Could send them to Colleen.
That would be very helpful.
Okay.
So on the brochure, that Woodard House, 3402 East Frederick, that's the one that the address was
That's,
incorrect, but
no,
that's,
it's 9212 is Joseph's address. Yeah, other than the font being really small for our readers, I like it. I think it's a great adjustment. I mean, it's a lot. We have a lot of information to share, and it's very clear. A couple of City Hall should be capitalized, but and then Joseph's address, but that's all I see. I like the brown. The brown's just really fits historic preservation.
right, so I'll reach out to see if we can get original files and photographs. Or at least direction if we have to go
Yeah.
get them from a museum or the Northwest Room or something like that.
We do have some pictures on file. I don't know if we have any of those though.
We have
We
some.
can look and see. There are.
Yeah, or even something that could work instead of what's in the draft. Alright, any other comments on trail signage or brochure at this point?
Oh, no, for sure, I have comments
Okay.
on that.
Alright, so trail signage first.
No, I think we resolved what we need to do.
Alright. Okay, and then brochure.
Alright, sorry, I'm just finishing the last of it right now, or trying to get the last of it finished right now. So I was able to get it down to a trifold brochure, which I think will save us costs rather than, right now we have like a quadruple, there's
So
4.
this is quadruple.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so you're gonna go back to third.
Yeah, or that might be a trifold and I'm going back to a bifold, which I think that means there's 2 folds in
Okay.
a 3-panel
So
brochure.
so like this.
So it'd be like kind of more like a traditional brochure where you have like the
But that's what we have.
but I think it flips one more
Wrong way, okay.
one more out. Yeah. So it's the other like that fourth.
Oh, I see, okay.
Yeah.
So this is the original. Is this the original then?
No, so see how there's 1, 2, 3, 4 panels?
Right.
Yeah.
But
That's
this
the
is the way
original.
it folds, that is the original, but this is the way it folds it folds in half and then half again. For 4 sections.
More greenish. It was printed, I guess, than the.
Yeah,
the
it's
tea.
just different colors.
Which is yes, that's an important lesson. If there's a way for me to show my screen, I think we did this last time, but I don't remember. Did I email it to?
I think that's what we did, yeah, to
Yeah.
Chambers.
Okay. Oh, but I need to be on my own Wi-Fi. I don't know. This is just an initial round, so it's not completely done yet. Alright, let's see. I can stop for sure, right? Okay, it's sent over as JPEGs, that's fine. The only other differences I made were just kind of the overall layout. There's still an image I need to get in there, but just kind of the overall layout, abiding by basic design principles, so having things in columns and lining up and easy to read, especially with our audience, keeping the columns a little bit more compact so that your eyes more easily able to follow, track along it. And then, so to explain, I'll kind of like stand up and demonstrate. So it would be nice to have a horizontal photo. I had a version where it had a nice big long vertical photo. I think the larger the photo on the front, the better to kind of like bring people in visually. But a lot of our houses are horizontal, or a lot of the photos of the houses are horizontal. So if we have a great vertical photo, I'd love to use it. Otherwise, I was doing this hack where it kind of wraps around. So if you have a brochure, could you hand me one? That would be great. Thank you so much. So it would be like the photo would be here, and then it would wrap around so that it would also be visible on the back. So when you open it up, you would be able to kind of see those two images. So this was taken from the Wikipedia Commons. So as long as we attribute it and we're not making money off of this, I think that's okay. But also, we can also just run out and grab a photo ourselves. So this part here, I like kept it very, very similar to what was. I just shifted some design elements around so that the focus was on the copy and what it was saying. And so that way the other elements are kind of more falling away and not pulling attention. I did make some, I pulled some of the information together. So originally this part, who we are, was on the back, but I thought it would actually be really nice for it to be kind of who we are, what we do, like sort of that all in one. Contact us is still over here. So you'll see this information is duplicated. So this information can pull, or we can talk about where, if that makes sense. But I would like to get the corner cafe on here, the photo. I'm missing that photo. So that would be nice to put up here. We could have it with the contact us or move the contact us there. I have the City of Millwood logo. I'm not sure which other logos we needed to include. But yeah, so and then I have presented by the Millwood Historic Preservation Commission, because I wanted to make sure people understood right from the beginning who was putting this on.
This thing with the National Park Service, I think that was a requirement of the,
Because they were funding it.
because they
for
funded it,
printing.
so they wanted their logo on there, so
Yeah.
that's gotta go on.
And we don't have a logo, which is sad, but since we're funding it, I think it would be fair for us to put our name on it. So if you want to go to the next, which would be the inside, so kind of like this. So again, it's very similar. I think grouping things together that are talking about the same thing makes sense to me. Oh, it looks like we have a little gas icon floating on there. I'm sorry about that. So historical context, I thought that was really strong to start out with. And then kind of going into planning a renovation project. Historic doesn't mean it has to be grand. Benefits of historic preservation, special property tax value. So this is kind of like our pitch page, I would say, like why you should care. And yeah, and then just kind of grouping things together so that it's easy to digest, so that it's easy to follow, easy to flow. So this would be the center panel, the side on the other side. And then if you go back up to the other one. So then this one would be kind of the flip out, and I think that makes sense again to have all of that information together, who we are, what we do, and I didn't know, sorry if you could go back. I didn't know, so the only thing that's missing from this was this history, remembering the past, arts enriching the present, business promoting the future. And I do have that kind of like designed off the page, it's not on the page, so that could be something that goes on one of those, like on the back maybe. And I didn't know if that was just like, I would love a label on it. If it's our mission statement or our vision statement or what is it, and then label it. And
That is a great question. I don't even remember where that came from. I don't
Which
think
part?
it is
history, remembering the
that
past,
box.
arts enriching the
It's
present.
from the Millwood, what's the document?
The
The
comp
ordinance,
plan?
the ordinance or something. It's like when the original statement about the Historic Preservation Commission, it's in the ordinance. I think that's where it came from.
So I can just have it, if we can source it, cause I love things to be sourced. So if we could source it or find it or figure out where that came from, I would love to put that as a little label, and then on the, I think it would make sense, sorry, if you could go back to the other image, I'm so sorry.
You're totally
So I think where it would make sense to go would either be like right here if it's talking about like kind of us and it's from our ordinance. I think going like sort of at the footer, so it's like, this is who we are, this is what we do, and this is what we believe in. Like I think that would be kind of a good presentation of that information. And then this, maybe we can have like a quote from a property owner or something. We would have the image there. We would have the Corner Cafe image probably on the back. Or if we got a really great image of the Corner Cafe, maybe that could be the front, and then this could be the Rosebush house. But I think having a photo here, so either having a horizontal photo, or vertical, maybe a long vertical of the Corner Cafe and a square. But there's variations that we can do in there, add in another photo. So.
I like that, and I like
Yeah.
having the contemporary picture, color that is still historic, and then on the inside they have the historic photo of the Millwood area. So it's not all just black and white. Nice.
Nice, good job.
Alright.
Good design should not be something that pulls people's
Right.
attention. They should allow the copy and the images to do most of the work.
So when we know our budget, we'll know how many and when and all that.
Yeah. So
And then I can get this finalized and then sent over, and we can I copied and pasted the copy, so the copy is the exact same, but it's always great to go over it with print it out, so I can finalize it, we can get it printed, and then next meeting we can mark any changes or edits that need to be made.
Your budget has been included in the 2026 budget, so that's been, it's in there.
We know what it is.
Yeah, you had requested 3,000.
Yeah.
Correct?
Good.
So it'll
So
be
they-
approved.
Well, at the,
In the next meeting.
December
in
7th.
December,
you said.
the council will
December
approve the
7th or something.
budget, yes, so it'll be available January.
Good.
Alright, so we've got photos going your way,
Awesome.
and you guys will look in the ordinance or something to see maybe where that came from, that history, remembering the past, arts, business.
I don't know
Does that ring a bell?
doesn't seem like it would be in there, but I don't know. I'm not sure, but I'll look, we'll see. Maybe
Okay.
that's a lot of whereas, thereas, blah, blah, blah.
And we'll just, I think otherwise I think it would be good to reserve that space for like some sort of statement from the commission as far as like a mission statement or a vision statement or a philosophy statement.
So something more than saving Millwood's past for the future, something that.
Yeah, I mean, if we just wanna echo that and have, cause it'll be on different, like, if you open up the whole brochure, it would be on there, but usually how people read brochures is like they're gonna flip it open, they would read that, and then they would flip it open again. So that's, I think it would be, if we had saving Millwood's past for the future and then saving Millwood's past for the future, I think that might be a little bit redundant. So if we wanna come up with something that's a little bit, or we could even just have like, if another thing I didn't know if we wanted to include was having a map of the historic district, but I held off on that because this was specifically saying like we want to go beyond just the.
Yeah, I think that's why the decision we made then too, is we don't want people to think, oh, I don't live in the historic district, it doesn't apply to me.
Yeah.
Shouldn't be limiting, it should be more inclusive.
Yeah, I mean, I like the history, art, business. I think that's a good statement. I think it shows that we're there for those three things that aligns with a lot of our vision and our values. So even if we just want to call it something, I would love to just call it something so that way it's not just a floating random words.
Officially.
Yes,
Adopt it as a
yes.
motto or something that
Yes.
we need to. Okay. Does Millwood have a motto or a tagline or something that kind of shows up in things that are printed or website?
Not that I'm aware of, no.
Do we as a commission have a vision mission statement?
I think it's in the ordinance, if I remember.
Well, that's what created us, but I don't know that we've ever, as a commission,
State
adopted
vision
anything.
statement. I mean, I think it's
Kind of
describes.
mission statement maybe, yeah.
What
Yeah,
you
I mean-
do, but I don't think it's a vision
Okay, we should
statement.
make one.
The who we are is I would say is pretty close to a mission statement. And then if we wanted to kind of add in that other part as like our tagline, like I think we could move to adopt those things as kind of more official. It's just marketing.
Okay, let's look to see if it doesn't show up somewhere else, and then if not, maybe the next meeting we can just formally adopt it. Again, I don't know that anybody else has said it. I haven't seen it printed anywhere. So
Do a quick Google search.
I know, like get AI to create one.
Marilyn Monroe says everything, so I guess it's probably Marilyn Monroe quote.
Alright, this looks awesome. Thank you for all the work that you put into that. Alright, any other comments on brochure? Alright, so local registered property nomination update. So I know Annie, you've been working with James, and then you were reaching out to Alex to get a architectural description of the house.
So I ran about 3 pages of the narrative. And then I did send an email to both Chris and Alex back on the 7th to follow up about the construction of his house. Did you read that?
I haven't gotten in there yet, look at the email.
Okay, well here's the, printed it out. I checked with Joseph this morning and he said he had not heard from you, so he's kind of, just to keep it moving forward, it would be good to follow up on that. And then that's kind of a big chunk of it, I just need to keep writing and organizing it. You know, it's Joseph Woodard was the patriarch, but it was Bartleson's house that they lived in. So it's like, we don't start with Woodard because they're gonna go, what does he have to do with the Bartleson house? So I thought, well, I'll reverse the order and, you know, organize it differently. So it's in process.
So I don't know, Alex, do you think you would be able to carve time out in the next few weeks?
Absolutely.
To go meet with him
Probably
and go
after
through his place?
Jeez, this week's gonna be pretty busy.
Thanksgiving,
Yes.
probably after Thanksgiving.
Yeah, he's expecting to hear from you, so it shouldn't be awkward or anything like. What are you here for? Because he's really anxious to get going on it, so it should go pretty smoothly.
So, it's a good question. Are you checking your Millwood email?
Not regularly.
Might wanna set it to give
Yeah.
you a note or a reminder, because I'll have something else later that's also, was probably emailed to you about the Main Street program. Alright, great, so we'll keep moving forward with that, and it'll probably be something that we can look at in the early part of maybe the first quarter of next year. And maybe we'll have a ready nomination form to put on the agenda to review.
I just don't want him to feel like we're just blowing him off again, because he's been asking literally for years.
Yeah.
You know, for starting with the farmer's market. So I'll just stay in contact with him and try to, let him know he knows we all work, so he's.
Yeah.
I just want him to feel respected.
And what I'm hearing from Council or Commissioner Brannon is that he'll probably reach out this week to set something up.
Yeah, that'd be good.
Whenever, yeah. If it's
But the meetup itself probably won't happen until after Thanksgiving.
Yeah, just to keep the contact consistent. I think that's all he can.
You're reaching out this week. Yeah.
You'll be reminder.
You've got your reminder right next to you.
Except for when the reminder is 30 minutes off.
Yeah, it can't be helped.
Alright, so thank you, Alex, for doing that, and Annie for keeping that moving. Alright, next action item, Megan Duvall meeting.
So she wasn't able to make it this time, and then she asked what specifically we wanted to discuss, and I couldn't remember the name of the program. So I have the email up now. I would love to type that in.
Alright, we would love to have her share with us information on creating an overlay district for historic preservation. And so this would be, what is an overlay district, what the benefits of it would be, and then also what the challenges are, because I know Spokane County has created a couple of them.
And then our next meeting would be, can I get a date for that?
I was going to suggest that we not meet in December, so it would be the January date. And that would also give us, so either in January or February, see what is available for her. Maybe January would be better, because I might be out of town in
In December or February.
February. But that would also give us an opportunity to invite the planning commissioners, city council, and any public at large that would like to come to our meeting and hear what she has to say. So the January date would be the 20th. So she's available January 20th at 10 o'clock. Or if not, we could look at a February date. And because we're setting these special meetings, it doesn't necessarily have to be the third Tuesday of the month, but maybe we'll check on that first.
It sounds like that day and time can work for her. I think she just was curious what
What the topic would be.
Yeah.
Okay.
Overlay district. That email has now been
Just like that.
just like that.
That'll be exciting, and I think it'll be informative and educational for other people too, if they're able to come. All right, so don't be alarmed with the next one, historic preservation open chair position. That's just my term expires in December, so I am going to ask to be reinstated. But I'm just always opening up once a year to see if anyone else would like to be chair. Please consider that.
No.
Thank you, no.
In January, we can have new elections. New appointment.
I think you do such a great job.
Well, hold the gavel.
Yeah.
You too. Good. Okay.
You can hear, which is a benefit. Not all of us can hear everything, so.
Okay.
You have a hearing issue.
Somewhat.
Yeah, so you and Joseph will be screaming at each other.
Yeah,
So.
they'll be having different conversations.
Just looking in the eyes when you speak to them, which is, so common for a lot of us, so.
Yeah.
But I unfortunately can hear things my students are saying across the room, so
Oh,
I wish my hearing were not quite so good. She didn't tell us about this. Okay, good. So I was a little alarmed, Chris.
I know. Okay. Commissioner comments. I will just say that we did receive on the Main Street program affiliation, we got official notice from the state that we are accepted. And so our committee, Shereen Young, is helping identify people in the business community. And then Alex also at last meeting volunteered to be a historic preservation representative on that committee. So I gave Shereen your Millwood email address, and she was going to email you to invite you to that meeting and make sure that being on that committee was okay. So yeah, check that. I don't know if she sent it yet or not, but
Take a look.
we were trying to set a meeting up in the next few weeks, and then just to get organized, and then we would be inviting someone from the state office who happens to live in Spokane area, I think, to come and just do an orientation of what the expectations are and the benefits.
I'm curious.
Yeah, so.
So the Main Street is to include, we're just part of it.
Yes, so I wanna try to be careful that it doesn't all fall on the Preservation Commission. I mean, that really needs to be a partnership of, businesses, the public, as well as the Preservation Commission, because it focuses a lot on economic expansion and, of course, the Main Street, which the community association already is addressing through a lot of the activities that they do, and so we'll be more integrated into those conversations, which I think will be very beneficial.
It's such a great program, we can't not do it, so.
Right, and I think so, and I think when we become a full associate member, then that also opens up the tax. So business taxes can be designated to projects that that committee specifically wants to support. So there's some, not just being organized and having a voice at the table, but in the future there could be some financial resources other than what we might do for preservation.
Okay.
Because that could be something that we also put on our agenda as a commission for 2026, is looking at the deadlines for the CLG grants and stuff, if there's something that we want to pursue that we don't have funding in our budget.
Mm-hmm.
And that could coincide with the Main Street program, but it could not too. So anyway, just comments and an update on that program.
Well, to segue off of that, if you're ready.
Yep.
Next year is the 250th anniversary of the United States. So, Vicki, this was passed along to me. America's 250th anniversary in 2026. Please join us. The Washington State coordinator for the upcoming sesquicentennial of America is Lorraine Ralston, who wrote to us. She wrote to History Enthusiasts. It's once in a generation opportunity for us to reflect on our past and look to the future. So there's a state committee chaired by the Lieutenant Governor and we hope to have participation in every community across the state. I'd like to invite your organization to sign, no, with question mark there, to sign up as an America 250 WA partner. So this, you can sign up at america250wa.org. Benefits of partnership or joining organizations around the state, your organization and website linked on the partner page, access to your events and activities, which we don't really have any activities yet, but I'll give this to you, Chris. Access to official logo and various toolkits. I mean, it would just be kind of cool to be caught up in the centennial celebration or the sesquicentennial.
So we've got a sesquicentennial for the United States of
United
America,
States, right.
and then we've
For
got
the
the
tips and
centennial
suggestions.
for Millwood.
And so there's so really it's like what is Millwood gonna do? Are we gonna do like with the Main Street and be under the umbrella, which might be better, might be best. So there's a day of service, June 14th next year. Communities are encouraged to organize local service projects as part of the largest public service initiative in American history. And of course Independence Day, with some stuff going on. Washington Museum Day is August 8th, and September 17th is Day of Civic Engagement, which is also Constitution Day. So just to let us know if we want to be, what we want to do for that. Since our centennial is the following year, so I think that was kind of exciting to be included in that. So whether it's history enthusiasts or the Historic Preservation Commission or part of the community association, you know, how that's gonna fall out, I would be interested to know.
Okay, well, I'm happy to like bring this up at the community association or our
Yes.
Mill Street,
Just say we
Main
know
Street
that,
program meeting.
we know of it and we wanna be part of it.
Okay.
We want the stickers. And
Was that- Was that June 14th you said for a service?
Yeah, service
To like
day.
clean up sort of a thing or what?
Could be, that
Cause
would
that's
be
a Sunday, which seems
June
interesting.
14th, yeah, well.
I thought it would have been on a Sunday or a Saturday, but
Maybe they should have the date.
but I would think that would definitely be something that, you know, we haven't done the council would be interested in having a city cleanup or kind of thing to be
Yeah.
involved in that as well. They've done in the past, not recently, the last one was 21, but yeah, I think to do those on a more regular basis would be
Yeah,
good. I think that would be something they would definitely be interested in.
plant a flag instead of garbage.
Oh, there you go.
We'll get a copy for you.
Yeah.
Awesome. Any other comments?
So I met with, I think I told you last meeting, I was gonna meet with Mattingly, the student from Gonzaga, to go over, her senior project is on Millwood, as recommended by her instructor, Kip Hill, who used to work for the
Oh, is
Spokesman
it?
Review, yeah.
I've seen that highlight.
Kip.
Kip.
Yeah, and he's now a professor at Gonzaga. And he recommended that she choose Millwood to work on for her research. So I we had a Zoom meeting and I shared some of my resources with her. And then she was invited to go to the Rosebush House and was inundated with, with historical information and a tour of the house. So she was very charming and very enthusiastic. And it occurred to me that if that goes well, because we gave her so much to work, she has way more than she could possibly do, work with, that might get back to Kip Hill, and then next year he might have like maybe 3 students do separate research projects on Millwood. Just throwing that out there. So I think that it was a very positive experience, and she was very receptive. So it was great, and we're always talking about get students, young people to be interested, and she was more than interested. She was obsessed, and actually is Millwood adjacent. Her grandfather lived Millwood adjacent. So but she knows a lot about what we do and everything. So that was really positive.
Oh, that is great.
Could we invite her to come present her research?
Yes, we all done already. We've done.
I would love to hear
Yeah, we could,
speak with her.
it might be something that depending on when, if she could come to our meeting and
Probably January, cause I think it's due in December.
she's
She's not
not
intentionally
graduating or
graduating.
anything like that.
She is
I mean,
graduating, but not now. Her
So she
project
could-
is due.
she could always come.
Yeah. Oh, really?
If we've got Megan coming in January,
Right. Oh,
she
yeah.
could come a different month just to present it,
Yeah.
and then maybe I could take her out to lunch or something like
Depending
that
on her
afterwards.
schedule. Yeah. That'd be nice. Cause she's very lots of good questions. She's done her research, done her homework. She's just really we got a good one.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
And there's a copy of her paper too.
Yes. Yeah, add to our vast archives.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
That's all. That's all I got.
Anybody else? Anything they need to share?
There's a house for sale on Argonne that we could use for our museum. That the city would just you know,
I'm sure that's in the budget.
if no one says it, it will never happen, right? So it's a perfect location, you know, I can just see the sign, City of Millwood Museum. You know, perfect little, it's old, I think it's old Allstate office, and it's perfect. So
Find
buy a lottery ticket.
a any update on Barbara? Is she back home yet or?
I heard she will be back home on Saturday with sporadic visiting nursing care, and yeah, just you know, really working hard.
Any staff updates?
Oh, the election, we all know that, the results of
Yeah,
that, so,
yes.
new mayor, January
What day in January? Excuse me.
first
January 1st.
is the start, yeah, that's her,
So is there like a ceremony or?
no, they'll be doing the office, I think, in the, at
December
the meeting, December meeting,
Oh.
you're at there,
Mhm.
okay. But, yeah, I don't think there's,
Yeah.
that I'm aware of, there's not, and we have also have a new council,
Oh, right.
so other than that,
Okay. So next meeting, is there any objection to skipping December?
Nope. No, I appreciate that. I have 3 meetings today. So the fewer meetings, the better. This is a rule.
All right,
So January 20th, 10 o'clock.
10 o'clock.
January, getting there, January 20th at 10 a.m. Nope.
Uh-oh.
2026.
yes,
Oh, yeah.
My
Oh.
not 21.
phone automatically, because I changed the month and it just went to 2025. Okay, Tuesday, January 20th at 10 a.m. and we will set an alarm half an hour before, 1 hour before, so we can make sure we're actually here on time.
December
Sounds like-
not. So January.
You would think the phone would just know.
That it's rolling over to a new year.
Yeah, because I had like different month and year, and then you chose the day. So it's not as smart as you think you should be.
All right, well, before we officially adjourn, just want to take a minute and go on record to thank Lisa for all the help and support that she's offered these years to the Historic Preservation Commission. We're very sorry to see you go, but happy that you're going on to a new
Good for you.
part of your life. And really hope your house sells quickly and
That would, yeah, that's a big hurdle, but, you know,
It happens. I mean, there's no bad time of year. It just can happen.
right, just need one person,
Just need the right
that's the
people.
one, yeah,
that's their forever home. Just
so, I know.
And your new residence is where?
We'll be moving to Everett,
Oh, Everett.
somewhere over in
Good.
that, I don't know if it'll be Everett, but Snohomish,
They're all
somewhere
connected.
over there. My husband's already over there, so we'll see how that. So right now we're doing the on, off, back and forth kind of thing, so, yeah, that's a little difficult. But it'll be fine, we'll work it out,
Yeah.
it'll be good, we'll see.
Thank you.
Well, thank
so
you,
much.
it's been a nice time here at Melwood, I will miss a lot of things here, so it's been a good place to be.
I'm glad we have a good person.
She's awesome.
She is awesome.
Yeah. She is really, really awesome and she is so quick. So I think you will be just fine, and we are hiring another admin because it's only her right now in the office, and one person, that's not gonna really work. So she's starting Monday, next Monday.
Okay.
So that'll give me a little time to be with her and work with her a little bit before I go. So there'll be two, but they'll both be newbies, so be patient with them. They're good.
What's your name?
The new person,
Yes.
her name is Bridget. And then they're working on because Dave is just an interim treasurer right now, he's just helping out per Brian's request, he's a friend of Brian's, and we have been working on interviews for that, and they do have that narrowed down, so hopefully that's going to happen soon also. But there too, that's gonna be a big learning curve. Municipal is different than everything else, but you know, if you've got the basics, they'll be able to figure it out. So, lots of changes here in City
Yeah.
Hall.
Yes.
Yes, and then, you know, new mayor, so it's
After 12 years.
Yeah.
Right? So it's,
well, and just the extensive knowledge that
yeah.
Kevin had from being on council, planning commission, and then mayor for 12 years. I mean, a lot of historical knowledge there that is very helpful. So it's going to be very different. But you know, change is always a great opportunity for great things. So there you go.
I know the new mayor is very receptive to historic preservation issues. That's good.
Yes,
All right.
be fun times.
I'll entertain a motion to adjourn.
Move to adjourn.
Aye.
No, you have a second.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
We are adjourned.
Okay.
Um,